Good afternoon, Japan. Good afternoon, rest of the world. My name is Kaz. I'm a Japanese entrepreneur who recently moved to Singapore at the end of 2021. Japanese government newly announced that if you are in the outside, you are not required to use the mask. That's kind of more getting to the Western world standard. So I'm gonna talk about that today. And if you are interested in today's video, let's get started. Okay, so I'm looking at the Yahoo News once again, and it said that the Japanese government announced that you don't have to wear a mask if you are outside, and then if there is no communication with the people, you don't have to wear a mask. So, for example, this is the kind of like standard. So if you are outside, if you have enough distance with others, you don't have to wear a mask. Or if you are just staying with your family, and you don't need to wear a mask. If you are running or walking at the park, you don't have to wear a mask. And even though if there is a close distance, if there is no conversations, you don't have to wear a mask. And then also when you're walking back from school, if the kids are doing exercise, like the ground or swimming pool, you don't need to wear a mask. And if you are running around on the ground at school, you don't have to wear a mask. So, and when you have to wear a mask is when you're in the very crowded area, even though outside, or you are talking to someone closely, or you are in a public transportation, you have to wear kind of thing. So it's kind of similar to very close to Singapore. Singapore is basically the same thing. It's up to the citizens to decide where you wanna wear the mask or not, but the government is not requiring the citizens to wear a mask outside. However, whenever I get onto the train, I go to the mall, go to the restaurant, I have to wear a mask. So it's kind of very similar. So I think that's very nice. I think Mr. Kishida went to the tour to the Europe early this month. I'm sure that he probably discussed with other prime minister or president, and then probably hear what they are doing about the COVID cases, and then they probably realize that most of the countries now trying to change to unmask if you're vaccinated. I mean most of the countries have already reached 70% of the vaccine rate, so I think the government's trying to lift the mask mandation. So I think the Prime Minister Kishida has also learned that Japan also needs to adjust their standard to world standard, because other countries are trying to open up the economy. So if the government keep closing the border and keep pretty much forcing the citizens to wear a mask at all time, I think other countries gonna probably laugh at Japan. So anyway, so I think it's a good thing. So I think also it's gonna help the international travelers coming into the Japan starting next month. People can kind of start going back to their regular life. But again, it's always the case getting lower in summertime, and it's always winter time the key that the case goes up. So I hope we can kind of slowly adjust back to the normal life and then see what happens. But I'm very much happy that people can start traveling again, because my friends, he actually flew to Bali last week, and then my friends told me that from Singapore to Bali, the airplane was full. So I'm sure that it's good for the airplane companies, because their business has been pretty much dead in the last 2.5 years. Now I think people start traveling. So I think the demand is gonna pick up. So I think it's good for a lot of the economy. So hopefully this good thing is gonna start continue. But anyway, yeah. So I just kind of thought okay. So the Prime Minister Kishida is making decision very quickly regarding transitions of the COVID-19. Early this year, he completely closed the border when the Omicron case rise. So I thought that he's going to continue for that for a long time, but within the 5 months, he's trying to completely change the regulations and trying to open up the inbound, and also try to adjust to the unmasked standards. That's pretty good. I think that I want to evaluate about government decisions regarding the COVID cases. Anyway, That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, please thumbs up, and I hope you subscribe my channel and click the notification bell so that you get notified when I upload new video. And again, please follow my Twitter because I'm talking about the life in Singapore. And again, thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow. Bye.